Good morning, traders. It is Wednesday, December 11th. We are an hour into trading. We have an FOMC statement coming out at 2 p.m. Eastern Time today. Fed's going to stand pat. They're happy with current policy. We'll probably be in a wait and see mode for most of the day this morning. Not much market movement. Even after the statement, probably not much movement. We've got a chance that the Brexit vote is going to be resolved favorably. Boris Johnson's leading in the polls. His lead is narrowing, but that news will be known after the close Thursday. So overnight Thursday into the open Friday, if he gains support, I think that we're going to see a nice little market rally because we will see less uncertainty in the market. That's a good thing. USMCA, huge deal. Much bigger than a US-China trade truce. So I think that's where you should put your focus. If the tariffs go into effect on Sunday, we might see a pullback in the market, but any dip is a buying opportunity. The more likely event is that if they can't reach a deal by Sunday, that they extend the tariff deadline and they simply pacify investors by continuing negotiations. This could go all the way into the 2020 elections with them simply continuing conversations. Both countries have solid economic growth. Both countries are raking in billions in tariffs. There's no reason for them to strike a deal. Both leaders want to appear strong. So I believe that there's not going to be a deal, and I believe it's not going to have a big impact on the market. If there's any temporary blip, it's a buying opportunity just like this one here. We came in a week ago Monday and boom, looks like the trade talks are starting to break down. We see a little bit of follow through selling on Tuesday, and then instantly the market reverses, forming this bullish hammer. Boom, 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 boom. This is a sign that buyers are engaged and they don't care that much about a US-China trade truce. So stay long, sell out of the money, bullish put spreads. Let's see if we can find some. I'm just going to go right into a couple of searches, and heavy buying is really what I want right now because I want to see stocks with liquid options that have very heavy buying volume. And there's some nice ones on the list. OLLI, take a look at that. Love this stock. So here's what I like. See this horizontal breakout right here? Also happens to coincide with a 100-day moving average. That is support right around that $66 level. This is nice. Good volume. So let's do this. Let's do something a little bit different. Right click, trade options. Let's bring up a option chain here. Let's see where these options are trading. So let's say I want to do a 10 lot spread and I want to sell the $67.50 put. I want to buy the $65 put. For this, I'd need to get at least 50 cents. I want to have at least a chance to make a 25% return. 50 cents less 2.5 between the strike prices is $2 that I have to put up in margin. 50 cents divided by $2 is a 25% return by December 20th. That meets my personal criteria. So if I click on the bid, it'll load 40 cents. If I click on the ask, it'll load 70 cents. So let's go on the bid and we'll move that up to 50 cents and we'll just have an order working. We'll see if we can get filled. Click submit, pending, open order. That's how easy it is. If I want to modify, add, cancel, I can do that right here. We'll kind of keep that order open. So another one that I like today is Tesla. I like the fact that it's right here on this horizontal support. So rallies up, resistance, breakout, now support. Test that 1, 2, 3 times. That support is holding. Now the stock is up and running. I expect it to challenge the high. So I like the support level right here at the 330 level. I don't know that we would get much of a credit there, but that is firm support. I think that right here is another support level around that $345 level. So we can right click, trade options. Let's take a look at Tesla, see what we've got there. We'll go to the DEES 20. And it's got a ton of strikes. let's go down to 2 standard deviations. That'll make it a little bit easier. So these are all within 2 standard deviations, and we're just outside of that. Well, I think we're looking around the 345 strike price. So here we've got 375 bid offered at 380. And here we've got 310 by 315. So let's click the bid. Let's click the ask. You click the bid. That's a sell order. You click the ask. That's a buy order. There's my spread. You can see the spread is calculated for us here. And right now we've got a 55-cent bid on it. Let's see if we can get somewhere in the 60-cent range for it. I'd be pretty happy with that. Click submit. Order filled. So that easy to place a trade. Once I'm filled, you can see that the position that I'm short is shaded in red. The position that I'm long is shaded in green. If I wanted to reverse out of this, and in fact, let's real quick do this. Let's go in and let's put up. Let's do this. Let's enter Microsoft. I'm just doing this for illustrative purposes, and you can see that it opens up to the position that I have. So right here, it's green, so I'm long these 152.50 calls. If I go back to Tesla, everything's closed up on Tesla except for the position that I have. That makes it real easy for us to zero right in on what we need to do if I'm going to reverse out of this position. Click that, adjust the price, click submit. Done. It knows how many contracts. It knows that I'm buying to close in this instance, selling to close in that instance. Super easy to do option trades. Okay, so Tesla and OLLI, like both of those bullish put spreads. Let's continue. Take a look at some other stocks that I like. Just going to scan right through here to see if anything new has come up. So here's some other candidates that I like. WDC is bouncing off of this low right here. It's got to get through that 200-day moving average, but 1, 2 tests. Got a nice bullish hammer off of this low right here. I like the stock. It's working its way through this little horizontal resistance area for a day trade. I think WDC is going to work. So bumping up against that high right now. We want to see it move through. Error on the side of caution today. You're not going to get any help from the market. Market's going to provide zero tailwind, so you need to have heavy volume. So I do like WDC. I'd like it a little bit better on a pullback. Let's see if it's got relative strength today. It put up that 1 OSI indicator. Yes, it's got decent relative strength versus the market today, so it could continue to work higher. SWKS was one that we looked at yesterday. Oh yeah, gosh, that's a nice one. This stock is going to continue to go. Look at these long tails under body here. I think this stock is even going to continue to move higher from here. I would need to see a little bit of a pullback before I want to get into it. It's a nice breakout though. Look at that beautiful breakout. Yep, that stock's going to go. It's another one that I like today, AAPL. Apple's been on my list. It's trying to get through this resistance right here. Until it can get through 371, I don't think you have to watch it, because it's got to try and get through that level. And look, it tried earlier today right at 371. That is the high from a little bit earlier this week right there. It touched it, could not get through. Well, what do I do with that information? Drop an alert line right at the top there. So Apple would definitely be on my watch list. Sienna has been just pounded. I think it's due for a bounce. Decent price action so far this morning. I don't like the tails above body. That tells me it probably is going to come in a little bit, so you can wait to buy that one. But big hammer here, trying to get in the gap and fill this in. So this could be a nice day trading candidate. Take a look at a couple of shorts that might set up. Actually, I'm going to do one more long that I saw this morning. MRVL. And that is bouncing off of this 200-day moving average. 1, 2, 3. Long-term horizontal support right here at the 2340 level. Got the stock above the 200-day moving average. I think you can sell that $24 put spread all day long, as long as the stock stays above it. You're in good shape. So let's right click. Let's do one. Trade options. Take a look at that DS20 expiration. We're going to key off the $24 strike, see what we can get. Here I only need to get a dime for it. You can get a dime because you're putting up 50 cents. So click 25-cent bid, click, 25-cent offer, knows that this is a credit spread, click on the bid, try and squeeze out a couple more cents, do a 10 lot, click submit, order entered, open order. Okay? So, that easy. That's how easy it is to enter option trades using Option Stalker. So, I like Marvell as well. Give you a couple of shorts. I do not like being on the short side today, but I'll give you a couple that I saw setting up. I think that this stock really sets up well. This is JetBlue. This is a cup and handle, but it's upside down. And there is the lip of the cup right there. Well, you might as well wait for that 100-day moving average to be breached, because if that's breached, then the stock comes all the way back down and probably tests this low. But you can see the crowning here. So that downward trend line is intact. I think this stock sets up well for bearish day trades. Take a look at the chart. Got a little bit of a rally. How would I short this stock? Very easy. I'm not going to pick the steepest up trend line. Now I have my trend line. If the stock breaches that up trend line, I'll know to take a look at it. I'll get a pop-up alert. It may be time to do that if I get that alert. AIG. Ooh, look at that. Tight, tight, tight. Downward trend line. Take a look at the daily chart. Yes, nice, tight downward trend line. Horizontal support right here. 200-day moving average violated, making a new low. I think AIG is a good short. From a day trading standpoint, all I had to do was look at my heavy buying, search relative strength 30 has been a gold mine, pop bull, fantastic. This is where a lot of our trade ideas are coming from. So that gives you enough to look at today. Please go to www.oneoption.com, spell it all out. You can take a free trial of Option Stalker for the rest of the month with commissions included. Register for it. You'll get all the details on it. If you like the content, please give this a thumbs up in the YouTube channel and please subscribe. I'm trying to add content that gets the most thumbs up because that tells me that it's what you like. In the morning, I try and do lots of stocks, take a look at many different opportunities. I don't know exactly which ones are going to play out the best. Probably will know that in another 15 or 20, 30 minutes. The alternative is for me to post one stock in the afternoon. I got pretty decent amount of thumbs up on that yesterday, so I might be leaning that way. Let me know what you want. Post your comments, and I'll produce the content. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. And for members, tonight I'm going to be releasing my swing trading video, and we're going to have some really good bullish put spreads to consider. Thank you.